All right, Coach. 60-49 win for your team today over at Dominican. You guys moved to 2-0 on the season. Thought the game took on kind of a similar feel to yesterday's in the second half. You guys really led pretty much throughout the second half, and it was like, can Daemen make a run to really salt this thing away? Can Dominican make a run to get themselves back within 4 or 5 points? Neither really happened, but you guys maintained a relatively comfortable lead and picked up the win today.
Yeah, I thought we kept them at arm's length. It was always like, I think the closest we might have gotten was 6, and they were always kind of chasing us, and we were able to keep them away from us the whole time, which I thought was, that was important. Our defense, our offense wasn't sharp. We talked about after the game, that was a typical second game of a tournament where you don't necessarily have the legs, especially early in the season. The offense isn't as sharp, and they play a little bit of half-court game. We ended up falling into a half-court game, and it was a grinded-out thing, and you knew you'd have to grind it out, and I thought we did that. I was really happy with the way we competed. We dug out loose balls. We got rebounds when we had to get big rebounds. We got some good play from the bench, from guys who maybe haven't played a lot of minutes in the past. It gave us some important minutes. And, the guys who started also did some really nice things.
2 games in now, you guys, we talked about this last night. Defense, really a focus for you guys this year. Felt like you needed to improve there. Last night you give up 64 points. Today, 49. First time Daemen has held the team under 50 in, I think it's a span of 76 games. Just talk about.
I know I wasn't here for those 76 games.
Tell me about the defensive effort. You hold them to 32% shooting today.
Well, I thought it all started with trying to stop Jarrell Irvin. He's very good. He's very big. He's a large man, and he had a big night last night. And we were fortunate to get some foul trouble on him. But again, our defense kind of drew that foul trouble on him because we took 2 charges on him. One by each guard, Supreme Hanna and Darius Garvin. So that was big for us. That was really big because then you put him on the bench in the first half when he got a second foul, and it gave us a chance to get some separation. And then he was always wary of driving, especially after Darius took that third one, and it changed his game a little bit.
Yeah, a couple of brave souls standing in front of him going to the basket. Supreme Hanna. He ends up picking up tournament MVP honors. He gets 21 points on 9 of 15 shooting today. Really thought he was the best player on the floor for pretty much the entire game today.
Really nice job. He was texting me last night, telling me how he's trying to do a better job changing speeds. He did definitely do that today. He changed speeds a lot. He got guys involved. I just saw him as I was walking over here, and he said to me, "I missed a free throw and I had a late turnover." So, and I just said, "Hey, we got a long way to go. It's November 12th. We got a lot of season left, a lot of games. And we have to learn from it." But it was great to see him back in the uniform. Great to see him back playing with the joy and the fun that he has when he plays. So that was good, and our team fed off of that a lot today.
Another guy that gave you really good effort, I thought, Alex Miljanovic. He steps into the starting lineup here these last 2 games. Hadn't played in a game in over a year after transferring in from Roberts Wesleyan, and picks up double figures again today for the 2nd straight day. What'd you see from him? He
did some really good things playing against a very difficult matchup. He did what we expect him to do. He handled the ball. He is a very good passer. He's also, he could score a little bit too. He had a big 3. 14 minutes left. They'd cut to 6. And we were kind of trying to still find ourselves offensively to start the second half. He hit that 3, and it kind of got us going. It got the lead up to 9, and we played a lot better after that. So it was good to see for Alex. He's a great kid. It's been frustrating at times for him, and he's not used to playing center. But we told him with the reef out, we had to do something, and he's done a really good job of filling that void and being more than capable as a center.
A couple of guys off the bench. You mentioned some nice production from your role players today. Xavier Long leads the team with 6 rebounds. Alex Borges gets you 4 points on 2 of 2 shooting. Just talk about what those guys meant to the effort today.
Look, we talked about as a team on Thursday and Friday going into this weekend that the roles have shifted from even where we were when we played UB and Siena. The roles now with Arif and JJ out, everybody's role changes a little bit. And one thing we wanted to do was to not start Jesse, X, and Alex Borges because they are so experienced. I know personally I like having guys come off the bench who you kind of can understand what you're going to get from them. And they did today exactly what we would expect. Jesse Lalka was all over the place. He's a good shooter, so teams run at him, creating driving lanes for other guys. X, I think he just got another rebound. He's flying all over the place to get rebounds. He was tremendous, especially in the second half. And Alex Borges has had 2 great games where he's done what he's supposed to do: defend, run, finish layups, make hustle plays. He did that. They all did that. And those 2 guys, for the last 2 years since we've got here, have been an important part of winning games. Maybe not every game, and there are some games they didn't play as much as maybe they would have liked, but they are veterans. They are technically seniors, all of them. And it's just, you know what? I told them, this is the time now for you to say, all right, I'm a senior. I got to make senior plays. And I thought this weekend, all 3 of those guys did that off the bench.
One thing I didn't ask you about last night, and I guess the same thing sort of applies today. Last night was the team's 15th straight win in a season opener. And I know you haven't been here for all 15 of those, but now with today's win, 2-0, what does it mean for a team to start off the season on such a good foot, but still knowing in the back of your mind that it is a long, grinded out type of season?
Well, it's real important, Mike. We talked about it for us to get off to a good start. Last year we lost this game on the Saturday. We were 1-1, and that was, then you're always kind of playing from behind. Now it's almost like the game today. You're playing from ahead. You get a start. You feel good. You got 2 wins. You got a little more bounce in your step as you have a week off to get ready for a really good St. Edward's team that's coming in. So it was important for us to start off the right way. We talked about, hey, we're missing a couple guys. We got a lot of guys in shirts and ties on that bench. All right, there's nothing we can do about that. Focus on who we have. Let's do what we can do. Do your job. And we did that. And I think, there's a long history of success here at Daemen, and we're just happy to be able to be a part of it and add to it. And I think to be able to point to last year and say, remember, we lost to Holy Family in this game by 3. We know non-conference games are important. We really believe that last year, if we had beaten Holy Family, if we had beaten Mercyhurst, 2 games that were at home that were winnable, and maybe won 1 more conference game, maybe the UDC game at home, we probably would have gotten that large bid, finishing second in our league with all the games we had and a close loss in the ECC finals. We didn't get that opportunity because we lost those games. So it's another thing we've talked about a lot this offseason. Hey, let's get off to that good start. Give ourselves a chance when the selection starts rolling around, because once you get into a tournament, anybody can win, and you know that. And don't put it, maybe you can have some insurance in your back pocket if you've got some wins.
You mentioned St. Edward's, so just looking ahead here, in contrast to Dominican, a team that Daemen has played in the last 4 years in a non-conference game, I think there's a little bit of familiarity between those 2 teams now. St. Edward's, a team that's coming all the way up here from Austin, Texas. There's really no familiarity on either side. So what do you expect to see in that game that takes place here at Lumsden Gym next Saturday?
Well, I know they're very well coached. Their coach is an upstate New York guy who has had a ton of success coaching at different places in New York State. Got the job in Texas, wanted to come back up here. They have a very good guard, Ramir Burton from Niagara Falls. That's really the reason they're coming back. Honestly, I don't know a whole lot about them other than those 2 things right now, but it is Saturday and we have a week to get ready. So I'm sure we will spend a lot of time this week to get ready for that game and keep moving forward.
All right, Coach. We wish you the best of luck.
Thank you, Mike.